Hey, what's up? So you guys are watching some highlights of Grim right now, a new member of Team Liquid. This is kind of big news. This is one of the things we're going to be talking about with you guys today. Grim and then two other big names that have been kind of moved around. So, or just names in general. So Grim being moved now to Team Liquid. And then they have a new head coach now, as in Moses. I think that is a great idea to get some new people in there. I think you have a lot of great players. I think you need, and I think Nitro was the weak link. I like Nitro. I think Nitro was a fun guy. I think Nitro was good. He just wasn't great, and he wasn't what Team Liquid wanted at what needs right now. And I like how they moved on from Adren. I didn't mind Adren overall, but I think Adren was kind of holding them back because of the talent on this team. And I think that adding Grim and then Moses, I hope this brings them out. I hope this, Moses said on Twitter, if we don't get a final, pretty much the season's over, or we have failed, and the entire thing has failed, because that is what you're looking for. They have gotten the Grand Slam in 63 days. They have done that thing. They have done their Intel Grand Slam. They've done it all. They just have not gotten that hoisted the major. They just haven't done it yet. Only one NA team had done it, and Stewie was on that NA team, so maybe they will be able to. You don't know yet, though. But right now, it is looking good from the 2 or 3 games. From like 3 games he's been in? 2, I think. He's looked great. He looked great in the first one. He really was popping off, and I think in the second one, he toned it down a little bit, but I think all the team was pretty much like in the 3 to 8 range on the positive side. But enough about that, because that's not really big news because you know what, that's still an experiment. We don't know, we haven't seen it yet, what it could do. We have even bigger news, not bigger, but I think something a little more interesting. So BMS was moved off Faze's starting roster. Okay, I didn't mind the idea of moving off from BMS. I didn't like BMS that much. I don't think he was terrible. He's 16 years old. I mean, I don't know what else you expect from a 16-year-old person, playing CS. I get it, maybe you think he should be better, but because he's younger, and I don't know. But he's still kind of learning the ropes, so I would not give up on BMS anytime soon if I was any team, and that is exactly what Mousesports is doing, especially since Kerrigan's good at developing players, or at least getting players to see what their full potential is. Now, yes, I know he has a history of, teams falling apart on him and other things like that, but I think adding BMS as a 6-man roster, because you got 2 players at 30. You got Kerrigan at 30, and you have another player on Mousesports at 30, so that's pretty old for Counter-Strike. I mean, yes, RPK has done fantastic. Steel, who has still kind of been around on Chaos, he is also 16 years old. He's 30 years old, so he's been around a while, and a bunch of other guys have been around. But still, you just got to be careful, So BMS, I think BMS is a good development player to get in there. Let him get a few years. Let him get, put him out on loan at a bunch of teams that are playing for like these $40,000 tournaments. See what he does, and just see if he plays a little bit better in the lower bracket. Get some, some, what do you call that? Confidence in him. Get some confidence in him. It can't hurt to loan him out to, I don't know, like a version of like a Chaos, like their version of Chaos over there in the European scene. Okay. But that's not the point right now. The point is now to talk about who FaZe went for. So Caribbean, he was on Astralis for a while. He left Astralis to go play for North. I think that was all money. I think it was money. That's why he went to North. And I don't blame him if they're paying a lot of money at the time. They offered him $200,000 for a year with him. Heck yeah, I would take that too if I were him. I don't blame him for taking that. But let's go ahead and kind of look at this. Caribbean now is going over to Faze Clan. Faze Clan probably throw a bunch of money for him. Because or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to hoist a trophy. But Caribbean, I don't know. I don't really feel confident about Caribbean right now. He's been out of the scene for a while. I wish he didn't go off of North so soon. I don't think North has not done the best, but I've heard North pays a lot for their players, which is kind of crazy, right? But overall, I don't know how I feel about that move. Maybe it would be great, maybe it won't. All I understand about Faze is that Faze blew it against Cloud9, and maybe it was meant to be. And I just don't think that they've really fully. I don't think they've recovered from it. That I'm just gonna say straight up, they have not recovered from it because they have not gone anywhere in any of the majors since then. Or anywhere, and they can't make it anymore. They're not what they used to be. They have not recovered, and recovering would be making it to another major, okay, and making it to the finals of another major. Maybe not winning it, but making it to the finals. They need to do that because I truly do think that their super team was a failed experiment. And I don't know, Caribbean, I mean, he was a great player at one point. I mean, I guess you're just adding more firepower, but is firepower what you need? Do you need more role players? Like, I don't know. Maybe you need some more role players. You know, I get it. All these Astralis players are in the top 20, but you have to also understand that a lot of them are more just kind of like, you know, you have to understand you kind of got your role, man. You know, you're the end game leader. You're not going to get 30, you're not going to get 20 plus, most likely, in the game. If you can handle just above, you are doing pretty well. So I don't know. Maybe if I was Faze Clan, I would have probably moved away from the idea of trying to get superstars. And I don't think the idea. And you know, they got Brokey. Brokey's good. He's amazing. You know, I think he's a great pickup because he was young. He didn't cost anything. Whatever. He probably asked for a higher salary. Now I would hope so. Because I would pay him a lot now. He's really a guy. If you let him walk, that would not be good. Some other small things. Mad Lions kind of falling apart right now. Mad Lions just bombed out of DreamHack Open, which is I think they just bombed out. Let me check. I believe they bombed out of DreamHack. I'm checking right now for you guys, but I just don't see. Yeah, they bombed out at 7th and 8th place. In the best player team was Big, which is the #1 ranked team in the world. So you know what? That's understandable. Complexity 10, OG like 15, I think 13. Heroic at I think they're top 20, but let's go and see. Mad Lions at 23, and they go out before Endpoint, who is ranked 39th. Forza, who's 28, and wow, Heroic is actually 19. They're better than them. But Spirit, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole roster with Mad Lions right now. I think Mad Lions needs to figure out what they're doing sooner rather than later because Mad Lions is kind of falling apart at the seams right now. I don't mean that in a way that they need to like remove and tear down their whole roster. I think it's more like, you know, you guys they gotta figure out their pieces because they just can't. They can't right now. So right now, I would go with more of a I don't know. I can't figure out what they need to do. Really, I can't. I don't know. I haven't watched enough Mad Lions. I won't lie to you. I don't watch a lot of Mad Lions, but I don't know what they're gonna do there. Bubsy is now over at Astralis. They tried getting a former NIP Lekra, I believe, and Lekra said no. That fell through. Apparently, either they didn't pay Lekra enough or Lekra saw what was going on. He's like, I don't want involved in this at all. They were supposed to be like the second best team in Denmark. They were supposed to be, you know, the most competitive to a team. Astralis, like at least be decently competitive in their own country, but like they can't even play with Endpoint, who's still in it. Like it's ridiculous right now. So, I mean, Mad Lions is going to go down as a team right now that are just playing, you know, they aren't playing what they should be able to play to. You know, at first, I thought OG would be the team that kind of was not very good. You know, I thought OG was going to be that team that has a lot of hype to it because, you know, they have some good players, great players, some interesting players, some more personality players. And they're their team captain personality, because he did have that great run with Ents, and I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe he's gonna go with Ents in this one. Like, I don't know. I think that was more of like a fluke, a little bit. But let's go ahead and take that out of context. I thought OG would be the one that'd be more flailing out, but it's more like Mad Lions right now. Like ever since Flashpoint, they just have not done well. And do I think that's a bad thing for Mad Lions? Yes. Considering that, you know what, $500,000 is great, but you guys need to continue to win. But they're just not right now. They have been very, 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 very poor to watch. And it's kind of a disappointment, actually, to me. I thought they would be better. Because, you know, I know a lot of teams from Denmark are usually a little bit better. Because everybody talks about they're the CSGO legends. You know, everybody comes out of that region and is like absolutely amazing. But that's more of a joke. But you guys know what I mean. Finally, one more thing I want to talk about. You know what? And I kept thinking about this all the time. And I just kind of kept thinking to myself, you know, how stupid was... Not stupid, but why would they do this? Like, okay, so Dignitas. They picked up pretty much the former NIP lineup, which hasn't done anything in the last like 3 years or 2 years or like year. Okay, year. I'll say year. Okay, because I don't know before then because I wasn't really watching CS a lot. But from what I have seen from that NIP lineup, who are now on Dignitas, I just don't know why Dignitas did that. Spent all the money for them because that's a lot of money for. I don't know. I just don't. I think they could have done better. You know, I get it. Maybe they wanted to do it as far as a marketing thing, you know, oh, get a bunch of fans, things like that. But I just don't think that was a good idea. I think, if anything, I think Dignitas should have stayed in North America and should have picked up, like, a North American roster. You know, like, maybe got one of those rosters that were about to fall apart and somehow fix them, put a bunch of great players together in North America instead of, like, paying, you know, the former NIP lineup to play for you. I mean, this is ridiculous. So, you know, I guess that was their option. Because I thought, because they were joining Flashpoint, that's their big thing. Flashpoint was their big thing. So I was like, oh, so you're going to join Flashpoint and pretty much just be, you know, oh, you're going to join Flashpoint and be in North America a lot. But I think that's where Flashpoint was trying to be, was in the North American region area. Not just North American, but, like, they were trying to, like, settle in North America, LA area, and that's where they're going to play. And I thought to myself, well, what they should do is, what I thought they were going to do is, you know, oh, we're going to hang out in North America, too. We're going to have a North American roster. We're going to play in North America. You know, we're going to challenge Team Liquid on these things. We're going to challenge the other top. You have Evil Geniuses. I mean, I have seen they're inconsistent, but Gen G is not terrible. Gen G is just inconsistent. Gen G can show up and be really good, or they show up and flail out. And you're like, oh, well, okay, Gen G. But you know what I mean? Like, they're just kind of, like, iffy. And so, that's where I thought Dignitas should have gone over to North America, because I thought they would be able to sustain North America. You know, build up a roster with a bunch of these younger talents. You know, and pay them good money and, you know, settle down, you know, get in the United States market. But they decided to go Europe, which is already a very saturated market when it comes to Counter-Strike. So that's kind of like my rant for you guys today. Not really a rant, but my conversation, my CSGO recap of what's been going on, what my opinions are. I was really just going to talk about Grim and the other roster changes that have been going on, but I decided, you know, we're gonna go on with this one. So let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Grim was a good option? Is Grim a great option? You know, that's a good question. You know, let me know down below if you guys like Grim or not. You know, another good question is, what do you guys think of Caribbean going to Carrigan? Not Carrigan, Caribbean. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Caribbean. What do you guys think of him going to Faze? You know, what is this going to show for Faze? Faze has already had the fame, the star power come through, the big names coming through, the guys that you think would be absolutely amazing and they would never lose a single match, but that didn't end up well. That didn't end like it should have ended. It didn't end with the major. And they weren't planning to win one major. They were planning to win many. So what do you guys think there? Like with Faze Clan. And finally, you got Dignitas. You got Mad Lions. And in all honesty, those two teams have been very poor and playing well, those who are playing poorly, and I am very disappointed because I thought they would be good. I thought Dignitas coming back in meant that Dignitas was going to go all in. We're going to be like, hey, we're going to buy, like, we're not going to buy a roster. We're going to build a roster. You guys want to be a part of Flashpoint? I think Flashpoint's mostly going to be the United States. Oh, we're going to build in the United States. We're going to build North America. We're going to be the giants of North America. Evil Genius are going to struggle against us. Liquid are going to struggle against us. But no. Now you're over there in Europe playing the $40,000 prize pool because you can't get into the bigger tournaments. And maybe they're doing this to get ready, okay? Maybe they can get their groove back. But this is my opinion. I think expectations were more like, oh, you guys are good players. You guys are good players. So you guys are going to keep us in top 30. No, the heads and how's it ended. So what do you think of Dignitas' performance and Mad Lions? Mad Lions too, man. Mad Lions have not been playing very well. They've been bombing out of stuff. You know, you guys could say the same thing about Complexity if... Well, actually, I'm not going to get into Complexity. Complexity is a completely different conversation. But let me know in the comment section below what do you guys think. Do you guys think that these... Like, well, answer my question down below. What do you guys think? Ramble on down below and let me know. Hope you have a good day. Don't forget to comment and subscribe for more videos. And... Do not waste time. I don't know. Just don't waste time, man. Just do what you gotta do. You know, most people feel really nice things that they say, like, you know, pizza down below, pizza's on me, steaks on me. No, I can't pay for steaks. I don't have steak money. But hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.